In the last Shiba Inu AMA session, it was announced that a huge project is currently underway that'll shake the internet. We were not told what this huge project is, but there are speculations already. And in this video, we'll be examining some of those speculations among a number of other things. But before we get into the video, disclaimer. Welcome back to the channel, Sheep Army, and welcome to the channel if you're here for the first time. If you belong to the second category and have always been looking for a place to get all the latest information on Shiba Inu and the entire ecosystem, plus some general crypto news, you've come to the right place. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when I post a new video. Now let's get on with today's video. Before we get to the main news though, we all know what's trending right now. Russia has invaded Ukraine and the world is biting its nails wondering what might happen next. Russia, which happens to be the largest in the world by landmass, has launched what it is still calling a special military operation, and among a number of other things, the financial market has suffered a lot as a result. Of course, Russian and Ukrainian markets have suffered the most, but the decline has definitely affected other markets significantly, especially those in Europe and Asia. But it's not just the traditional financial market that has taken a hit as a result of this invasion. The crypto market has also taken quite the hit. For instance, in the space of 24 hours, the price of BTC dropped from $39,000 to $34,000, which happens to be its lowest price since late January. BTC has experienced a price increase and currently goes for about $35,000, but the entire market cap of Bitcoin is now smaller than $700 billion. Knowing this about Bitcoin, you can only imagine how other cryptos are faring. Coins are slumping by between 8 and 23%, and the entire crypto market has seen a dump worth about $200 billion in just 24 hours, putting it at below $1.6 trillion. Shiba Inu specifically has fallen by about 20% as a result of the conflict. But I should mention that the token has actually been dealt a better hand than some of its counterparts, including Dogecoin. The loss that Shib has experienced in the last 30 days has not even amounted to 2%. Still more good news is the fact that the market is slowly starting to recover. And this recovery is happening barely 24 hours after the invasion-inspired dump. It's a possibility that we might see crypto recover what it has lost during the recent dump and even more. That said, on to the big news. During the last AMA hosted by Watcher Guru, the Shiba Inu team announced that a huge project is currently underway that might be launched next week. According to Satoshi, this project would be something the Shib Army appreciates forever. As you might remember, Satoshi mentioned last year that Shiba Inu would release an internet-breaking project this year, and we have all been excitedly anticipating the release. When Whales was released, most people thought that it was the internet-breaking project, but Satoshi mentioned that it wasn't. So this soon-to-be-released project could very well be it. Shiba Discord mod Queenie was the one who mentioned an upcoming project during the last AMA. What she said was that Satoshi has said to me something is coming, and it will be anticipated forever and ever. That thing that is coming, it should be next week, I believe. A surprise is coming next week, or at least in the coming days. Now, of course, we could just wait till the project is launched to find out what it is, but what's the fun in that? So we speculate. A lot of people seem to be of the opinion that this huge project could be a Shiba fashion line, and there are strong reasons for this. First off, there looks to be some kind of connection between Shiba Inu and John Richmond, a British fashion designer. Apparently, both Shiba Inu and John Richmond have used the phrase forever and ever in a similar font on their social media posts. Really, what could this be significant of if not an impending partnership? But there is more evidence. In the last AMA, Queenie mentioned that Shib will always be the best dressed. And as if to confirm something, Satoshi echoed the best-dressed sentiment in his tweet after the event concluded. I don't know about you, but it really sounds like they're trying to tell us something without telling us everything. Now, of course, nothing has been confirmed and we might have to wait for the project to be launched to actually know what it's about. But if it's actually a fashion partnership that's in the works, you'd have to agree that it will be huge. Shiba Inu already has a strong leg in a very important industry, which is food. Another important industry, like fashion, would catapult the token to the top. Meanwhile, demand for Shib is growing by a very impressive margin. Apart from being one of the most purchased tokens by Ethereum whales, Coinbase released its Q4 2021 earnings, and Shib enjoyed a massive boost in buys from 59% to 68%. Increases in buys like this usually happen after a partnership or adoption, so it's safe to say that we can expect this price to increase when the new project is launched. In other news, Bitcoin trading volume in Ukraine has spiked over 200% as citizens get concerned over the national currency considering the invasion by Russia. But before we get into that, this channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 Shib. For a chance to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. #ShibaInu. Good luck! Ukraine has to impose some currency control measures as a result of the invasion, leading to more Ukraine residents considering digital currencies that are not tied to their country or any country in particular and cannot be affected by the threat of war. But it's not just the currency control measures that are causing this. The Ukrainian hryvnia has taken quite the plunge in the short period that it has been under siege, hitting its current all-time low. The Ukrainian currency is not the only currency that has suffered this fate, though. The Russian ruble has also taken quite the plunge, suffering even more than the Ukrainian hryvnia. So, crypto exchanges have been experiencing some really heavy crypto activities as the alternative to local currencies. Specifically, Kuna, one of the longest-running crypto exchanges, had its trading almost tripled to more than $4 million. The increase is even more shocking when you consider the fact that Kuna had a trading volume of under $1 million on February 21st, but 3 days later, that increased to about $4.1 million. Interestingly, all of this is coming just a few weeks after Ukraine finally ratified a law that legalizes cryptocurrencies. The ratification of this law took a lot of time and back and forth before it was finalized this month, and it really couldn't have come at a better time. Meanwhile, all over the world, people are showing solidarity with Ukraine in one way or the other, and the crypto community is not left out. People are donating crypto and even buying NFTs in order to show support. That said, Dan I. Pan had this to say on Twitter: "I appreciate seeing scattered messages of support for our Ukrainian community, but we should be congregating and discussing ways to raise funds and helping together. We need to pool resources, connections, and efforts to create a sizable impact. What's our move here?" It looks like deliberations were made after that, because they came back to Twitter with this: "Everyone, thank you for all the support and donations. The current plan is separated into 3 parts to involve as many as possible. 1. Direct donations, aimed at individuals. 2. NFT auction via Telegram and OpenSea. And 3. Project % pledge, aiming at collections and projects." Someone else on Twitter, Nick Caliani, mentioned something about needing a trackable list of Ukrainian artists to support. And then he posted a link to a Google Sheet with a list of Ukrainian artists, asking their audience and every other person who comes across the tweet to add other Ukrainian artists to the list. Now, the reason I'm posting all of this is to show you that there are a number of ways that you can support Ukrainians and residents of Ukraine during this period. It's important to know that we all show support for the country whichever way we can. Ukraine needs it right now. Let's all do our part. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like the video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share the video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.